How's everybody doing? How are ya? Gonna put shit away. Nobody knows we're here yet, but they will if you're new. How are you? I'm Dharma. This is several dailies all smashed into one. We call that efficiency. Okay. Waiting on everybody to roll in. I just did the moons. Moon is in Sagittarius until tomorrow at like midnight. Love it when the moon is in Sag. Okay. What's up? How are you doing? I was supposed to go on right after I did the moons, and then I found a tub of hummus and a box of pita crackers, and well, priorities, and it was delicious. I like to eat when I channel. I know a lot of readers like to eat when they channel. I don't know what to tell you. I've whole ass seen readers sit there and like flip cards with one hand and eat a bag of chips out of another. I usually go the chocolate route. But we had a brownie cake in my house this week, and I'm good on the chocolate for a minute because it was. You ever eaten a cake so rich that your fucking tongue felt fuzzy? Because it was good. There they are. Good buongiorno. How are you? Come stai? Doing the things. I'm all saying hi like I'm not blind as hell and can read what you guys are saying. I see people there. I don't know what you're saying. I see you. Okay. I don't have tribe news. All I know is that I've slept for like the last 20 hours. And now I'm ready to work. So let's do that. All right, I came out of my foggy haze. And now we've got business to attend to. Business. It wasn't chocolate cake. It was brownies. I made 2 things of brownies. It was for Dean's birthday. And he was like, I want brownies and ice cream. I'm like, well, what about the cake part? And he's like, what about it? Making a cake. I'm like, okay, challenge accepted. So I made 2 big things of brownies, except, listen, I should be on that show called Nailed It. Because I can make dinner and Viking food and stew and shit that'll make you go all day, but when it comes to like cakes and desserts, not so much. One time I tried to take a hint off of Steel Magnolias, and my kid was really into cats, so I was gonna make her a cat cake with velvet, red velvet cake. Except we did it in the middle of summer, and I didn't realize that like humidity matters when you're working with pastry. It was a bloody, melty, red velvety, delicious blob. And so this time I took the 2 brownies, except also you're supposed to wait until it cools down before you try and frost it. Shit that would have been awesome to know yesterday. So I stacked the brownies, cut them in a circle, and then put the frosting on it, and then the brownie like ate the frosting. It went into the cake, inside of it. It didn't stay on top. It was good. It was really good. But it was delicious. But it was nailed it. Nailed it. Well, maybe we can, it's Christmas time. I want to learn how to decorate the cookies. You know how they do on the reels, and they're like, and they like make these beautiful like Christmas cookies. I want to do that. That's so Libra. I really want to do that. But so far we have tried thrice to make the cookies, and I can't make the cookies. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to frost them if I can't make the cookies? They fall apart, or it comes out as a giant cookie blob, or I don't really know what's happening. If I knew what was happening, it wouldn't be happening, you understand? Well, I got smart and I bought a roll of Pillsbury dough, so now I can't fuck it up. Maybe. I just want to do the frosting part. I'm not really worried about the cookies. They're just sugar cookies. All right, are we ready? There's all kinds of people here. Hello. They're supposed to be cold and not room temperature. See, it's all that stuff that I don't understand. Like, so I left the cookie dough out thinking that I would make them today and they'd be room temperature, but no, I guess you're not supposed to do that. But if you're making cheesecake, you want your cheesecake to be room temperature or it doesn't like spin right. This is so dumb. This is why I'm not in culinary. I just want to eat the shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. First time frame. Excuse me. Wow. That was extra. Here we go. What do we have coming in for the folks? Dreaming. So there's these three women. Fucking we three queens. I don't know. You guys could just be talking. You could be, I don't know, friends. It could be something. Maybe you're stranded somewhere. Maybe you're a damsel in distress. Maybe you are on your video chat, you know, talking about the him. That's who you're talking about, is the one. And then you have this hero come in to save the day. It feels like the one that you're fucking talking about with your friends shows up while you're talking about him. Somehow or other. And this person is... They might have on like a red jacket, or like, that's not a jacket. Where's my nose? It looks like a flannel. Or something with buttons, right, you know? He's got a big old sword, but he also has a big old hammer. Maybe they're a builder, because it looks like he's got a utility belt. But he has this owl. Oh shit, I've never even noticed that. I have never noticed that. I thought that was a mountain. That's a man behind there. Look at them abs. This one could have the abs. They could have those. That could be a thing that they have. But I don't understand why they're coming in as a hero. Ain't nobody fucking asked you to save nobody. Respectfully, am I the only one who understands that the women are taking over the world, and rightfully so? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's all about equality. Why are you being a hero? Because now they're like grown. This hero has grown, and they are grown, and so I don't know what that means. The heartless lover. They're not going to be known as the heartless lover to this collective. So maybe you're sitting around talking shit with your friends. And guess who fucking texted me again? Oh, Mr. Long Dong. And they're, oh my God, what does he want? And you're like, what do you think he wants? Right? Nothing. There's the bunny trying to jump out of the house. Do we need archers? See, this is the joy of being mostly blind. Why do we need archers? Are people talking shit? That's my point. People are talking shit. And they're like, well, I'm not going to be known as the heartless lover. I'm not going to be known to the collective as the one who was a heartless lover. This is the collective card. And that's the heartless lover. I want to be known as the hero. Maybe this is somebody who doesn't want to be known as a villain. So I know a person who had to write this paper one time for school. And it was talking about like superheroes and shit. And it was like, which one, if you could be one, which one would you want to be? And he whole ass wrote, I'd be the villain. Obviously, you get all the cool shit. You get to get away with everything. And besides, without no villain, there would be no need for superheroes. So really, I'm the winner. I was like, wow. I mean, he's got a point. But also, and maybe they thrived on that for a while. They wanted to be the villain. They wanted to, like, maybe be the one that was untouchable, or I don't know, but they don't like it. They want to be the hero. They want to be the hero of the story. They want for these bitches, whoever they are, these cackling hens, to say good things about this man and his owl and his abs and his all of that. All of that happening. Easy swinging that thing around, sir. You should have to have that thing registered. I'm just saying. Particularly if you have been good to the hero, or the one that wants to be the hero. The rings just popped out. If you've been like consistently like loyal to them, or proven that you can, I don't know. Wait, first of all, why do they feel like they need to come in and be a hero? Because whatever was said, done, contemplated, what have you, somehow or other a mirror got put up in front of their face and they didn't like what they saw. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his way. If you want to make the world a better place, you take a look at yourself and then you make that change. They're like, I don't want to be the villain in this story. I want to be the one that they cheer for. Hi, Bob. Somebody might see a spider. It could be real, or it could be, I don't know why I said real. I have 3 Aquarius cards here. And along came a spider and sat down beside her. It feels like it's a fucking bat signal. Maybe somehow or other this, you, whoever you're talking to your friends about, you put out a bat signal. Like, I guess it maybe is like a come save me. And that's why they're coming in as the hero, because it's like they pick up on the signal And then it has to do with a spider. I don't know what I'm saying. They see the spider and they're like, that's it. They're calling for me. That's my cue. Along came a spider and sat down beside her. And they're like, I'm coming. I mean, they miss you anyway. Oh my God, the Leo. It's always the Leo. Can you tell that I have first degree burns on my legs? I have first degree burns on my fucking leg right here. Can you see it? That's from sitting too close to the heater. There's quite literally a warning sign on there that says don't do that. And I said, I'm gonna. And now for the next 3 months, my skin is gonna be a little bit charred on my leg there. And I'm okay with it. The inventor, the fine print, the 2 o'clock might be relevant. Snowman and me, baby. All right. What are they like? Okay, I think that all they do is show up, like, in the energy. High Priestess. It might just be confirming that there's gonna be a reconciliation. You know what I'm saying? If you did put out like a bat signal in one way or another, regardless of whether or not you actually thought that it was going to come through, regardless of whether you actually did that for them or not, they see it as a cue to engage. Like it's safe here. Maybe you don't do that very often. You know what I mean? Like maybe you don't put it out there that you want somebody very often. It's always them. It feels like it was a bat signal and they picked up on it hard. The Tower. 4 Wands, King of Cups. Emperor and Empress. It feels like they are, maybe they're hanging out with somebody or like having lunch or I don't know. It feels innocent, whatever they're doing. They could just be at like a restaurant and they're talking to somebody and all of a sudden they're like, that's what I'm saying. It feels like bat signal and they go. And they come in and they're just like, it really does feel like, I'm here. And then the time will continue, but I don't know what I would call that, like a re-entry of some sort, but it feels uncanny. It feels like you're legit talking about them. Not in a bad way. Maybe bitches be tripping. You're been inside of a group chat. We say shit. All right? Not about each other. We don't knock down other women. But we will eat your dude alive. Depends on what they're doing. We will cheer for them too. If your dude does good stuff, the girls will all say, oh, yay, that's so good for you. I'm so happy for you. But if your dude's being a fucking tool, we're going to send him down the river. Gladly. Twice. Everybody's going to take a turn. So you better watch how you act if your bitch has a group chat, because you are absolutely a topic of conversation. That's why she has no need for a therapist. She has girlfriends. I'm kidding about all of the things that I say. All right, next time frame. The hero. Again, I just shuffled a lot. You just watched me shuffle 150 some odd of these cards, a lot. And your hero wants to come out. There he is again. Gonna prove to the world that he's the hero. Listen, hey, listen to me, gentlemen. If you would like to prove that you are the hero, by all means. We love that shit. Do we expect it? No. Do we like the show? Mm-hmm. Is it necessary? Not really. But will you get claps and gold stars? Fuck yeah. And maybe a fucking special dinner. I'm just saying, you don't have to be the hero, but if you want to be, yay. But it looks like this one here, for whatever reason, that was a lot of shuffling that I did for the same stupid card to come out. So, if we want to call it magic, there's people who believe in the theory of large numbers, and you'd find that that's not really magic at all. Okay, I don't care. What if I got you to eat both the red and blue pill at the same time, and you understood that magic and coincidence is science? Hear me out. Hear me out. What if you can get a private reading with me, but I'm not answering your personal questions here, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so did I mention that my house is 200 years old? This part of my house, this room and that room, literally was built in 1820. And every time when Yule comes along and it gets dark outside, it gets really active in here. Not only that, there is a fucking burial ground right there. Like right there, from what I understand. And something just shook my Christmas tree and 3 ornaments just came off. Don't fucking smite me. I'm trying to work. What do you want? What do you want? Don't answer. Okay, I don't feel like hearing an answer. All right, the hero. Because your hero comes along. This person, you dreamed about this person. You had a very clear dream about whoever this person was, and they show up. So there's this like there's the thing about the hero is that they want to do the right thing, but perhaps they don't know what that is or what that looks like. They're like, I'm stoked about the future. I think the future is grand, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my hands. And something could be going on with someone's legs. Like there might be, someone could be getting a tattoo, or somebody's doing something with their leg, and it feels like this bright spark comes. Somebody says something here that is so sweet and so like, I mean, it feels like whatever they say here is a blessing. Meaning, I think that that's where the hero thing comes from, because there's something about this particular energy where this feminine has zero, is the word malintent, 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 ill regard, bad wishes, bad intentions. She has none of that. There's something about an innocence factor, meaning a realization that this feminine truly has your six. Have you ever been around somebody that like had zero expectations of what you were gonna do for them? They were just like, you wanna watch Dogman? Have you seen Dogman? Nobody will watch my movie with me. It's so good. It's so good. I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes says about anything. Dogman was a good fucking movie. I keep telling everyone and they're like, he's a drag queen. I know. Those were his friends. And it was so good. It was so good. Have you ever been around somebody like that who just had, it's more than, I used to say all the time on here that, oh, this bitch is down to clown around. But I think that maybe that gives the wrong impression, because people, men especially, if you tell them that you're down to clown around, they think that means that you want to fuck. And that's that, which that's not what that is. I mean, sure, that sounds like fun ski, but that's not all we want to do. We want to clown around, have fun, eat food, watch Dogman. You want to watch Dogman with me? It's so good. It's so good. When the new Dracula movie comes out with that guy in it, guess what we're going to be hearing a lot about? I can't get enough. No, Dog Man. And if you type in Dog Man into the freaking Amazon, it gives you a cartoon. It's not that. It's the one with Caleb Landry Jones. And he's got dogs, actual dogs. So obsessed. Well, because, okay, I watch freaking like medieval shit all the time. All the time. And there's always battles and war, and then anything else that's on is always the same shit, like Hallmark movies or a kitschy comedy or a doctor show, blah. It was about fucking time to be told a story that was new. I really like it. It was a good one. So, first of all, what was the thing about their legs? The tandem bike. It feels like if your legs don't work, I can pedal for you. Oh, that's adorable. It's like your legs don't have to work all the time. That's adorable. Feels like I'll be your legs. I only say that because this one has weird articulating parts. Their legs are all fucked up and clipped on wrong. But I also saw something about a tattoo, so I don't know if you guys get like matching tattoos or whatever, but it feels like somebody's like, I will, if your legs don't work, I will pedal. 'Cause I love the way you call me baby, and you take me the way I am. You. Emperor and the bear. This one is able, this hero is able to well, I don't want to use words like coerce. But it just feels like if they need to make things happen to make this thing happen, they can do that. It's not like they're an emperor. They have space to take on you and your poorly articulating parts. But they're like, but I don't know what to do with my hands. Now that I got you, what do I do now? And you're like, well, let's watch Dogman. And they're like, well, and then what? And you're like, I don't know. Does it matter? You going anywhere? And they're like, no. And you're like, so stop fucking worrying about what's next. And they're like, yeah, but, and you're like, just put your fucking finger on their lips, like, shut up. Stop worrying about tomorrow. You don't even know that you're going to wake up. Can you worry about today? And they're like, that feels very, very simple. And suddenly, they have peace. You got the olive branch, but then you have the flamingos. That's the soulmates. And you come together, you might like touch foreheads. Because that is a very peaceful, like, because it feels like all the buzzing stops. They had all this like buzzing and what if and what happens if this happens and what happens if that happens and what if and what if and what if. And then you were like, what if? Who the fuck cares about what if? Shh. Stop worrying about what if. Let's worry about Dogman. And also, can we have tacos? I'm just saying, they're yummy. And then they're like, they come in as the hero and somehow or other you save them. So, for whatever that's worth. I love the way you say good morning. And you take me the way I am. That song is loud in my head right now. Buongiorno, Aaron! Been a minute. Hi. Somebody could be absolutely dropping it like it's hot. I mean, like, drop your weapon just all day. We slay all day. And somebody's like, they are, I don't know how they see you dropping it like it's hot, but they do. And they are the hero. Wow. Okay. Oh. Did you notice how that fucking card came out on its own? 3 times and the big love. This person really wants to, the letter H is relevant. F, N, poet. The F again. They like, okay, so the vibe that I'm getting with this for real is, how do I fucking articulate that into words? They're coming across as a hero. They're not a hero. They are, I don't want to say that either because they save you in a way. They don't fucking like it that they can see you dropping it like it's hot, and so can everyone else. So if you don't fucking mind, don't look now, mama's got her boobs out, showing everybody in town. But that's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing. You could be just quite simply minding your own business. And have you ever just been inside your own house and Stevie Nicks was playing and you were fucking spinning around? Nobody's supposed to be able to see that. Or maybe there's just a really pretty picture of you on the internet and you look like $1 million. You look really good. And it makes them like, don't look. And then it feels like they say something about that. And they feel, you know, raw about it. It makes them feel stupid for having to even say it. And then it feels like, come into the light with me. It feels like she's fucking glowy. There's something about her that she can't stop glowing. You cannot turn the glow off of a fairy. That she's a fairy, right? And she's glowy, and all of these other pixies listen to her or go to her, or she has attention by everyone solely because she walks into a room. It's not like she announces that she's there. If that one walked into a fucking room, everybody would turn around and look because she's glowy. And her response is it feels very Empress-like. It feels like, I hear you. It's totally fair where you're coming from. I do get a lot of attention. Why don't you step into the limelight with me? And it feels like it could be just like putting a picture of you guys together on the internet, and it's somehow or other, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's easier to watch your woman be beautiful if everybody knows that she's your woman. But if she is walking around under the premise that she's single and gorgeous, you know, there's a line of respect that people don't draw because they don't know. And she's like, well, we can just, it feels like she's like, I'm proud of you. I can't wait to tell people about you. I'll tell everyone about you. My eyes are on you, so don't worry about whose eyes are on me. But at the same time, they do, because they don't. It feels like for whatever reason, she's glowy and gets attention because she must. For whatever reason that is, you know what I mean? Like wherever she goes, she glows. And it's not something that she can turn off. It doesn't have a fucking switch. And it's like if people knew that I just got a text that It feels like if you would just step out into the limelight with me, people would know, and then you wouldn't have to be worried about whether or not people thought they had a chance with me because they would know that I'm taken. It feels really simple. Like, really simple. I mean, it feels like a little bit of a headache to have to deal with because you didn't know that they worried like that. You had no idea. And you're like, oh, why didn't you say something before? Things that could have been handled a long time ago if you just would have spoke up. This dolphin says humorous, effective communication. And it really does feel kind of dumb. Like I probably could have said something about that a while ago because they've probably been feeling not okay about it for a while. It's air sign. They're like, that is fair. And then this man does something that is bold. Crazy bold. Crazy, crazy bold. And unexpected. I don't know. Maybe blows a lot of people's minds. It feels like a declaration or a, you know, truth. Okay. What was the worry? What was the worry? All I know is that whatever you say to them alleviates the worry. We put a stop to the worry. All right, I'm gonna do one more before I get sleepy. I dance all over the place. I drop it like it's hot. I do. I love when I clean my kitchen and get in there and crank up the music. All right, one more time frame. I'm getting sleepy. That hummus is catching up with me. The leaving. The hero again. Shut the front door. There is somebody's energy that is like in your face. Okay, so there is something about this statement or whatever is put out there that causes another person to walk away or stop trying, or the heartless lover, the returning. I see. Wow, the leaving and the returning. Wow. So you have this hero person and they are around you and they are doing, you know, what they're doing. Being hero. Trying to make it clear that you guys are whatever. And this public display, if you will, causes this person who left you to see that. And they're like, it feels like I love them like that. There goes my nose. It feels like I love them like that. What the fuck? But do ya? Then why aren't you around? The big behind and the heartless lover. Diamond. Crack shot. And they turn back around in order to defend their foundation, their house, hearth, home, in order to defend that. I don't know what kind of foundation you have with this person, but it's like you are, somebody is like being a hero for you and someone else sees it and they're like, no, you don't. The roundabout. They come back around like a boomerang. It's like they move on and then they come back. The bodybuilder in the bedroom. So this person reaches out to you on the internet. And they I don't know, they have all kinds of money, but it's like maybe they offer you something. It's fucking unexpected. It's like, wow. I don't think you're upset about it. I feel like you're over there being like doted on and someone is really showing you that they're going to be a hero for you, if you will. I mean, that's crazy. I've done 4 readings and the hero card has come out 4 times. So there's very clearly somebody all the way up in your energy and someone else sees it. And they are like, well, that's my loyal lion, or I don't fucking know. They come back around. The loyal lion. Wow. The Leo. You might also have air in their chart. There is something here about abundance. And that they want to be a part of that, clearly. The Emperor. And the Bear. This person doesn't fuck around. Whoever this one is that comes back around, they come at you like a grizzly bear. / Leo lion. And you, what do? You miss them, so you hear them out. Wolf. Something in you understands. I don't really know what I mean by that. But it's something, you have this like gnosis where you have this understanding that they were trapped. And you thought that they left you, but they didn't leave you. They got themselves trapped. Tricked, bamboozled. And you were supposed to fucking wait. You were supposed to just know that they would be coming back. And how the hell are you supposed to know that? But you were supposed to know. They did. Emperor and Empress just fell on the floor together. It feels, you guys are looking right at each other. It feels very much like, don't ever keep me waiting like that again. They're like, I'm sorry. It feels like they're like, I needed more money before I could. Maybe they didn't want to come to you with nothing. Maybe they're a lot more concerned about money than you are. This Leo, Aquarius. And you're like, stop with the dumb shit. So what? So you totally ditched this other one? What the fuck am I talking about? Listen to me, okay? There is no person on this planet that you would absolutely not strong arm and push all the way out of the way to get to this one. You know it. They know it. Everybody knows it. And and Six of Cups. And Ace of Cups. And Three of Cups. It's just the way it is when it comes to these two. Alright, and we're out. Can I get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving the next time frame? Hermit. Sleeping. Yeah. You might feel like you're being watched. You probably are. But you're just hermiting, so it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to do private readings. So the next time you guys will see me public will probably be tomorrow, for whatever reason. Alright, love you so much. Till next time, bye!